April 29, 1945. 4 a.m. The Führer bunker beneath Berlin trembles with the ceaseless roar of Soviet artillery, dust sifting from concrete ceilings like grim confetti. Eva Braun, 33, stands in the dim glow of a single bulb, her hands steady as she adjusts the simple white dress she'd chosen for this moment. You can almost smell the damp earth and cordite seeping through the vents, feel the claustrophobic press of walls closing in as Adolf Hitler, gaunt and shaking, dictates his last will and testament to a typist. Witnesses hover: Martin Bormann, Joseph Goebbels, Nikolaus von Below, their faces etched with exhaustion and fanaticism. Eva, his mistress of 14 years, now his bride of mere hours, listens silently. The marriage had been hasty, performed in the map room just past midnight. "I marry you, Eva Braun," Hitler mutters, his voice a rasp. No rings exchanged, only papers signed amid the bunker's stale air. Eva's eyes gleam with a mix of devotion and defiance. She's no longer the hidden lover from Munich. She's Frau Hitler, if only for a day. Hitler turns to his private will, art collections to a Linz gallery, his dream museum, sentimental items to siblings, aides, and, above all, my wife's mother. Eva's name unspoken but implied. The bulk to the Nazi Party, or the state if it falls. Bormann named executor. No vast fortune detailed, royalties from Mein Kampf, properties like Berchtesgaden, but whispers of hidden wealth swirl. Gold, art, Swiss accounts. Eva signs as witness? No, but her presence seals it. As dawn nears, she retires to their quarters, perhaps pondering a future without him. Hitler vows death over capture. Does she? The Red Army closes in, suicide pact whispered. But what if Eva dreamed of survival, of claiming the remnants of his empire? April 30th, 1945. Noon. The bunker corridors echo with frantic footsteps and muffled sobs as Soviet shells pound overhead, shaking the fluorescent lights like dying stars. Eva Braun, now Frau Hitler for less than a day, moves through the cramped rooms with unnatural calm, her blonde hair neatly pinned, lipstick fresh despite the apocalypse above. You can almost taste the bitter cyanide on the air, feel the oppressive humidity from poor ventilation as aides burn documents in metal drums, smoke stinging eyes. Hitler, slumped in his study, tests a capsule on his dog Blondie, confirming its lethality. Eva joins him for a final lunch. Spaghetti, salad, simple fare. No tears from her. Witnesses later recall her gaiety, almost manic. "At last I am his wife," she tells Secretary Traudl Junge, a faint smile playing on lips. But beneath, calculations. Hitler's will leaves her nothing explicitly. Party loyalists inherit. Yet rumors persist. Hidden assets, Swiss banks, looted art stashed for post-war loyalists. Eva, privy to Berghoff's secrets, knows locations, safes, accounts, perhaps codes. As afternoon drags, Hitler distributes cyanide to staff. Eva accepts hers gracefully. "I will die with him," she declares. But whispers among survivors, did she hesitate? One aide claims seeing her pocket valuables, jewelry, documents. Another, she asked about escape routes north. 3:30 p.m. Hitler says farewells. Eva embraces Goebbels' wife Magda, both mothers in this madness. Then, with Hitler, they retreat to private quarters. Door closes. Shots ring. Hitler first. Eva bites the capsule. Bodies found slumped, petrol poured, burned in the Chancellery garden amid shell craters. Allied investigators swarm weeks later. Charred remains identified by dental records. Eva's bridge work matches. Suicide confirmed. No escape. But doubts fester. Soviet reports contradict. Eva's body missing? Hitler alone burned? Conspiracy seeds sprout. Eva fled with wealth, disguised, to South America or Switzerland. Tabloids feast. Eva Braun alive in Argentina. Sightings reported for decades. No evidence holds. Exhumations, DNA in 2000s, confirm she died there. Yet the myth endures. Why? Her devotion seemed absolute, but absolute enough to die poor? What if the will's omissions hid a secret plan for her survival?
May 1945. The ruins of the Reich Chancellery smolder under a gray Berlin sky. Soviet soldiers picking through charred debris and shattered marble. A Red Army pathologist, Lieutenant Elena Kagan, kneels beside two petrol-soaked bodies pulled from a shallow crater, male and female, faces unrecognizable, jaws shattered by gunshot and cyanide. You can almost smell the acrid burn of flesh and fuel lingering in the air. Feel the grit of ash on your tongue as investigators photograph dental bridges for identification. Hitler's confirmed, but Eva's? Doubts creep in almost immediately. Soviet reports leak inconsistencies. One claims no female body found beside Hitler. Another, Eva's remains missing. Propaganda mills churn. Stalin himself tells Truman and Churchill at Potsdam that Hitler, and perhaps Eva, escaped. Rumors explode. Eva fled the bunker disguised as a nurse or Hitler Youth, carrying documents to secret accounts. Witnesses emerge. Bunker survivors like Rokas Mish, the telephone operator, recall Eva packing personal items days before. She was calm, almost excited, he later says. The wealth question looms. Hitler's fortune, estimated post-war at millions in today's terms, from Mein Kampf royalties, hundreds of thousands annually, state-funded lifestyle, looted art, Berghof treasures, Swiss deposits rumored via Martin Bormann's networks. Eva, living lavishly at the Obersalzberg, knew the safes, the codes. Did Hitler verbally bequeath her a share, off record, to avoid party claims? Conspiracy books fuel fire. 1950s tabloids. Eva Braun lives in luxury in Argentina. Sightings in Bavaria, Brazil. Blonde woman with familiar laugh, evading questions. One witness, a former SS man, claims escorting her north via rat lines. Greet Mitternacht, Eva's sister, interrogated post-war, denies but acts suspiciously, burning papers upon arrest. All Allied intelligence hunts. CIC files track Eva Braun leads, dozens of dead ends. Exhumation 1946, Soviets dig up remains, but chain of custody murky. 2009 DNA test on skull fragment in Moscow archives, female but not Eva's, likely unrelated. Reality settles. Eva died April 30th. Dental records match. Witnesses unanimous on suicide. No escape tunnel viable. Bunker exits guarded. Berlin encircled. Yet myths persist. Why? Her devotion seemed theatrical. Photogenic lover, not ideologue. Smiling in home movies while horrors unfolded. Did ambition lurk? Desire for post-war comfort? No proof of plot, only silence in the will and human need for alternative endings. But if she survived, where's the money trail?
July 2009. A sterile lab in Moscow hums with fluorescent lights as forensic experts in white coats hover over a glass case containing a skull fragment and jawbone, alleged relics from the Führer bunker crater. DNA swabs ready, samples compared to living relatives. You can almost feel the chill of the refrigerated room, hear the quiet tension as results confirm the male skull is Hitler's. But the female jaw? Not Eva Braun's, likely an unrelated woman. Conspiracy forums explode anew, proof she escaped. The myth evolves. Books like Grey Wolf claim Hitler and Eva fled via submarine to Argentina, living incognito, raising children. Tabloids recycle 1950s sightings, Eva in a Colombian convent or Swiss chalet, wealthy from hidden funds. Authors allege Bormann orchestrated, diverting gold trains, art caches for loyalists' post-war life. Eva, they say, plotted quietly, knowing Hitler's paranoia, preparing contingencies. Evidence? Thin. Forged documents, unreliable witnesses paid for stories. Greta Braun, Eva's sister, lived modestly post-war, denying riches. No Swiss accounts traced to her. Art looted? Vast, but dispersed. Allies recovered thousands. No Eva fund. Historians dismantle. Bunker witnesses consistent. Eva chose death. Traudl Junge, she wanted to be with him forever. No valuables missing matching escape. Dental records, bridge work matched Eva's pre-war X-rays. Yet allure persists. Eva's image, glamorous, apolitical in photos, fuels fantasy. Not monstrous like Himmler, but enigmatic. Did she love power more than man? Crave wealth post-war? Reality, devotion, absolute. No plot proven, only silence in records. Hitler's will ignored her deliberately, or assumed she'd follow. Myths sell books, clicks. Truth, quieter. Eva died loyal, penniless in legacy. But in dark corners online, Eva lives, whispers on. Why believe escape? Perhaps hope, even for monsters, alternative endings soften horror. Or reminder, evil's remnants harder to bury than bodies. The bunker sealed the tale. No fortune claimed, no survival. Eva Braun, enigma to the end.
December 2025. A dimly lit auction house in Munich buzzes with hushed anticipation as a gavel falls on lot 47. A small, faded envelope, postmarked 1945, addressed in elegant script to Frau Eva Hitler. Bidders from around the world watch online, prices soaring into six figures. You can almost feel the weight of history in the room, smell the faint mustiness of aged paper as the auctioneer describes contents. A lock of blonde hair, perhaps Eva's, and a note in her hand, for the future. Provenance murky, private collection, no direct bunker link. Yet frenzy builds. The Eva Braun myth refuses burial. Decades on, podcasts, documentaries revisit. Did she escape with Hitler's fortune? Theories evolve. Cryogenics, plastic surgery, hidden children. DNA tests on relics inconclusive or debunked, fueling doubt. Social media revives old photos, Eva look-alike in 1960s Brazil. Truth grounded in facts. No wealth surfaced. Hitler's assets seized. Berghof demolished. Royalties to Bavaria state. Reparations. Eva's family modest post-war. Sister Greta, a secretary, denying riches. No Swiss withdrawals traced. Historians unanimous. Devotion genuine. Home movies show laughter, not scheming. Traudl Junge's memoirs. Eva rejected escape offers. Better to die with him. No plot evidence, only post-war chaos birthing legends. Why persists? Eva humanizes monster, glamorous, youthful contrast to grim regime. Survival fantasy softens absolute evil. Wealth plot adds intrigue, romance over ideology. 2020's scholarship deepens. Diaries, letters reveal apolitical Eva, photography enthusiast, not conspirator. Ignored politics until end. Auction ends. Envelope sold to anonymous buyer. Speculation swirls. Neo-Nazi relic or curiosity? Eva remains enigma. Loyal lover, not schemer. No fortune claimed, no escape. Myth lives because reality too stark. She chose death with him, penniless in history.
In bunkers' silence, truth buried deeper than bodies. Yet questions linger, not about survival, but devotion's cost. Eva Braun, victim of love or willing accomplice? The answer dies with her, in flames, April 30th, 1945.